And we are officially live at 5:25/7:25 Central from the Piranha Pond. I want to welcome everybody to the Piranha Pond Streamcast. Once again, I am your host, the illustrious Kingfish Mac, joined as usual by the piranhas in the goddamn pond. Can you hear me, Frank?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys at all. You guys are coming through like I don't know what the fuck.
Well, we hear you clear. You're not choppy or nothing like that. So while you get your technical D's
I'm gonna
together,
tap out and come back in.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he might need to go out and come back in.
yeah, let them do that. In the meantime, guys know who brings all the bling bling to the pond. My beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo. What's up with your show?
Oh, nothing much.
Same old. Can you hear us now, Frank? Still can't hear us, bro? In any,
so how was he when it was just y'all two? Y'all were good.
All the way good. It didn't have not an issue in the world. We've been chopping it up for 15, 20 minutes. In any event, let me go ahead on and shout out my boy, Mr. Franklin Flyer, my brother from another mother, as well as my other brother, my boy, Mr. Nick Nass. Nick Nass going through technical D's today. He won't be joining us.
On the Wi-Fi.
Right. We're gonna have to hold this bad boy down until Frank come back. It's crazy because this was his topic as well.
Oh, I know.
That's so
we
crazy.
Can jump into another topic till you get back, though. I know he was excited about that. We're gonna ride with my dad. How we gonna do today?
What you been up to?
Nothing. Kind of got moved into a new space, so trying to get that together and stuff like that. I'll be in New Orleans tomorrow for the weekend, so just getting it together, but trying to make it do what it do. That's all.
I heard that.
There you go.
You back, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Still can't hear us, bro?
Oh, this is some bullshit.
We can hear you clear. Clear as a bell.
Damn. I jacked up. And I was the one that was running late. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do feel like I'm a little delayed, but I don't think there's anything on your end.
I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. Both of you guys were clear to me.
Yeah, I mean, y'all were clear to me when I came on. Y'all, you still clear to me. I don't know why we're not clear to him though.
I'm not sure.
All right.
I am so not sure. In any event, what has been going on in the news? Frank wanted to talk about Travis Scott.
Still going through his Frank. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear?
No. Shit.
Well, you answering us though. So
Hold on, I'm coming.
Okay.
Piranha Pie Live, you guys.
That's what it is. Live. Shit happens
Y'all
live.
already know. Struggle
Right.
streaming at its finest.
That is fine. Let's see. We got one
Can y'all hear me?
second wrong.
Yeah, we Ben can hear you, bro.
You good now, Frank?
Can you hear me?
You
Yeah, we can
good?
hear you. Now we got feedback.
Frank, you good?
Say again,
I said you good now.
one more time.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, man, y'all coming in good now. That was
Yay!
crazy.
Yay! We on and popping. All
I don't
That's
right.
hear
crazy.
none of that
The
was.
fly is back in here.
Hey, y'all was sounding like
Okay, got real.
stomach growls, basically. Like the audio was slow, way down.
All right, well, we got you now. We back in it. We back in it like Lynn. Shit, never leave.
My day. That was just one of those days for me.
Well, Key was getting ready to set us up on your topic that you wanted to. I guess who you what you know, Trevor Scott and his legal woes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to cancel him.
Right.
That's
So
that young lady
according
do that.
ac- according to a couple different sources, they really trying to cancel my man, man. Like, I mean, they canceled it from going to what was the joint? I just said it too. Um,
Rolling Loud, Lollapalooza, Rolling Loud, one of them.
one of the two, yeah, one of the ones that's coming up, Coachella. That's what it is.
Coachella.
Yeah, they pulled him from the Coachella lineup. Nike put a hold on his endorsement.
So
Uh,
really, so my question is this: like, are we saying because when you say that, this is what comes to mind of me? Are we saying that he single-handedly responsible for the incident that happened at the AstroWorld Fest? Because I don't feel like he's single-handedly. I mean, again, you're in a tight position when you're the headliner and you're the one that's actually bringing in a crowd as well, and
Right.
and let that serve as a double liability to anyone else who wants to do something good. Again, we know that moving forward, there's some things that he should do differently, like you know definitely work on how he want, define what type of performer he wants to be, as in with the whole enticing the crowd thing. But if I'm understanding it right, that's not what caused what happened there.
um, well, because I guess he was the whole the Astro World thing was his basically his whole shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's the marquee.
Uh,
He definitely is that. But I don't see, again,
I don't think he's solely responsible either. Excuse me.
no, again,
I don't.
there was at least 100 fucking people that should have been him between him and the fucking top and the bottom,
Right.
because you also are a performer. Like I said, he paid people to be able to make executive decisions when he's not able to make them. And as I understood it, he was an executive decision maker anyway. He was the marquee person that brought in the headliner, but I didn't think Travis Scott was around there making all the shots for it enough to hold total liability.
Nah, because they pay people for that. But because he was
He
supposed to
paid
be a
people
man
for that.
doling out the checks because it was his event, he was a man basically doling out the checks. He was basically paying for it. I guess they're trying to say he should have been more diligent in his part of it, but regardless of all that, like fuck all that.
He had a
Uh,
police chief, he had a fire chief there.
right,
I
but
can't
I
see
don't
why
think it's warrant a
that's fair.
cancellation in general. People have been hurt throughout history at concerts, at
Right.
white people concerts, at jazz
We
concerts,
we
at
touched base on that there's that you don't hear about things like that. We
no, no,
talked
no, no.
about those concerts to where all you had was just a platform in the middle of fucking Africa. So
Right,
but you
right.
didn't hear about a stampede. You heard about people passing out dying at a Michael Jackson concert, but you didn't hear about a stampede. But fuck, you heard about people dying.
They've had stage stampedes at U2 concerts.
I
They've had
mean,
stage Russian stampedes. You know what I'm saying? It's happened
what
throughout
about
history.
the
This
one
ain't
into
the
the middle
first.
of the
I'm
Bravo
sure it
Desert?
won't be the last, right?
Right.
And ain't none of them even had to skip a beat on they tour. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and you didn't hear on the news how Aerosmith had to fucking stop their shit because
The
X
fucking
amount of
Rolling
people got
Stones.
hurt and they had to cancel tour dates and got pulled off of their shit. You know what I'm saying? But that should happen all the time at their concert. All the time at their concerts. Like, so I don't understand why now. Why? I mean, it goes back to what I've heard, and I forgot who the quote came from, but
Why are we
it
making him the
said,
face of liability alone? Right.
well, every great black man with any type of influence, they want his career to have some type of asterisk in it. Like, I've heard that. I just heard
I
that the
think it's
other day too, and they were talking about Bill Cosby. I was watching something on Bill Cosby and uh Dave Chappelle's joke. The whole he raped, but he says more than he raped joke about the superhero.
Mm.
Anyway, it
Oh,
was
oh,
based around Bill Cosby.
when he played the Brown Hornet.
No, it was a stand-up routine. It was a joke by Dave talking
Oh,
about he had pitched he was in a meeting and he pitched an idea about a movie about a superhero.
mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, great, Dave, a superhero." Was like, "Yeah, what it is um he has all these wonderful powers, but the only way he can gain these powers is by raping women. But when you rape a woman, he can run off and save all the people." You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the premise of the joke. But the joke was
yeah,
based around the whole Bill Cosby
right.
situation.
Good,
Right,
how much good he did versus
right,
the
right.
bad that is in the immediate
Action.
conversation.
Right. And he was saying it was said that primarily because they want to put an asterisk behind every great black man with any type of influence's name. No matter where the asterisk come from, they go find one and they go pin it.
Well, that that kind of segues into something that I was thinking about in terms of just being a little bit bigger than Travis Scott, which is saying something, right? Because Travis Scott is big as fuck,
Big,
right? Like Travis Scott is really, really big.
Yeah,
I
for
know,
those who
astronomical,
didn't
nigga.
know, he really is
AstroWorld.
that big, right?
yeah, I know that most of our watchers, most of our audience are, you know, my age to you guys' age, and maybe a little bit younger, but to the kids 25 and under,
Mm-hmm.
look, this dude did an endorsement deal that turned out to be the biggest streaming concert, and it was in anime through fucking Minecraft. Who does that, right?
Him.
Ain't nobody else did that, right?
No, and he
Who
blew up with
does
that.
that? That
But
shit was so big.
huge.
I watched it. I watched it on Minecraft.
On
Was it
Minecraft,
dope?
in
On
Minecraft,
Minecraft,
Was
the
it
right?
game
dope
So
though?
Minecraft.
yeah, it was kind of it was outside of my zone of you know my shit because it was more a lot of lights, a lot of anime, you know, bigger than life shit. You know, Travis Scott kept growing till his ass was big as the fucking world type of shit. And you know, it was just you know, it was
Minecraft
just
shit.
too, yeah, it was too much going on for a 56-year old.
But
But the
perfect for
music was
kids
cool,
though. Yeah, target
perfect,
audience ate it
perfect,
up. Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it blew Minecraft up that much bigger too, right? But
Right.
what I was gonna say is that Travis Scott is big, but you know who's bigger than Travis Scott? Fucking Live Nation, man. And
Uh,
Live Nation through Rock Nation,
I was
right?
gonna say Live Nation is associated with um House of Blues, Ticketmaster, all that kind
Right,
of rings some
right.
current.
Live Nation is the big company, but
Right,
Rock Nation is wholly owned subsidiary of Live Nation in partnership with Jay-Z and Rockefeller, right?
right.
So again, you know, how
Well, hold
many
on. I just want to
how
make sure I'm understanding you correctly. So Live Nation is still the parent company, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
they got a partnership with Rock Nation was
Hmm.
created through a partnership with Jay-Z and Live Nation, with Rockefeller, and because remember, Jay-Z got the Rockefeller name in the whole deal
Yeah, with him and
with
Damien
Def
Dash.
Jam,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So that's what Rock Nation is. It is simply the management and promotion arm for Black entertainment headed
Right.
by Jay-Z, right? And the biggest thing pretty much in, the 360 world. Hey, Auntie. So in saying that, right? In saying that, and I don't know if Rock Nation has anything immediate to do with the Astro World Tour, but Live Nation is the promoter, right?
Hmm.
Um, Travis Scott is the headliner. Live Nation is the promoter, and Live Nation took a 10% hit in their stock prices just based upon um, their involvement with this whole Astroworld shit, right?
Ah,
But if you start to look at, go, I mean, I don't know what their board of directors look like, but I would probably imagine that the most identifiable blackface would be Jay-Z, and Jay-Z most undoubtedly, hey, Mama Nell, Jay-Z most undoubtedly would have had some kind of influence or influential say in what was going on in the marketing promotion and overall putting together this package. You know what I'm saying? Even maybe even bridging the gap between Live Nation and Travis Scott, his management company. So now when it comes back to the fallout, let's just say 8 years from now, and it's time for Jay to, be making some fucking super prominent move that is more than, part ownership in a basketball or football team, um, really trying to do something significant and kind of moving the needle. And then he has this to come back and bite him in the ass. Because remember, Frank, your argument is that Travis Scott really couldn't have did much of nothing. Imagine what Jay couldn't have done,
right.
right? But in the court of public opinion, because we live in cancel culture, none of that shit really matters. It's really about the narrative that gets told, right?
Right.
So I would say that I think that it probably is going to have some farther reaching implications than just Travis Scott being sued or canceled or any of that.
Well, I'm sure it does because again, everybody seems to be jumping ship, and that's crazy because I don't believe it deserves all that. Like I said, history. I mean, shit like that happens at major events, man. It ain't like I don't know, bro. I mean, aside from the inciting, in which at that point, I don't know. But still, uh, all that should be accounted for. All that should be fixed, security, better boundaries, whatever, what have you.
What
But
do you think about the 8 families or 9 families, however many it was, that wouldn't take his money when he was trying to pay for the funerals and this, that, and the third?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, everybody, I don't know,
Say it again.
because the people, they are the ones who lost those souls. So whatever course of that action they deem to take, I'm with them because you know, they had no choice in this either. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to feel about it. Whatever, however they feel, as long as they right, I'm right with it. Like as long as they're all right, man. That's all I can know for.
Hmm.
I don't know what the plan is. I don't know why they refuse. So, but I hope they get ridiculed for it. Man. Stuff. Whatever the plan is, I'm with y'all because that, y'all damn sure ain't have nothing to do with none of that. All y'all trying to do is enjoy yourselves. Y'all people trying to do is enjoy themselves. Yeah, my heart and prayers and all my good energy go out to the people who lost their lives and that joined in their families. I said, as long as they good, I'm with them. Man, other than that, I don't know how to feel.
Hmm.
What was I
What
missed
you
the
think, Chef?
question? What was that's what I was asking. What was the question?
What do you think about the family of the 9-year-old not wanting to accept Travis Scott paying for the funeral?
I mean, there's no. This is our podcast. There's no answer that I can give that's not going to come off as insensitive. I I had already said that the word that we were going to use that I was using about the whole thing was that it was very unfortunate. Now, with that being
Right.
said, why the fuck you had your 9-year old there anyway? I need you to and this is as delicate as it's going to get from me because your child lost his life and nobody wanted that at all. That's why I was trying to understand the full details of the festival because, in my opinion, if you were going to bring him for the daytime activities, I saw no problem with that. But that, but because first of all, it was a concert. He was to me way too young, even chaperone to be there. And on top of that, it's at this point it's no secret that Travis concerts, Travis Scott concerts have they get lit, they go up, and not
Right.
even besides that, most people that be fucking smoking. So
Party
I'm just
pills
trying
and
to
some more
see
shit.
all the parameters that would allow y'all to still be there at that time for the concert. I get that it was a festival. I know that it was at AstroWorld, and again, like I don't as any other fair. I'm from I'm from Beaumont. I've gone to the Southeast Tech State Fair almost every year of my life. You know, we did shit by day as a family. If I wanted to go back with most times if you wanted to get lit, you went with your friends that night, you had a good time, you met all your little crew there, you did what you did, it was that. But everybody know that if you were gonna leave, you're gonna leave at a certain time. You wouldn't go. I don't. I'm trying to understand. No, I don't.
So,
If you didn't want to accept it, that's fine. That's definitely on you. I don't feel like he hold any fucking liability for your son getting killed. I think that's all on you. He shouldn't have been there. So if you wanna not accept the money for the service, I definitely understand that. Ain't nobody mad at you about that. But 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 let's be clear, it's because you just don't want to. It shouldn't be because you're blaming Travis Scott. I just think that you have to look at you have to accept accountability to the fact that, and it's probably gonna be way too early for you to ever, if you ever accept it like that, that it's one of them things that I just shouldn't have had my kid there.
Yeah, I think that in first let me say this. I think that when it comes down to tragedies, especially very, very close family tragedies, fucking child died, right? You never expect to outlive your child. Um, you we can't tell a person how or how not to grieve,
Right.
right? So if part of your grieving is that you just need to hold somebody accountable in your mind as well as in the public sector. And part of that accountability is you drawing a line in the sand to say that you don't want to have any kind of favorable fucking communication or contact with the person that you hold responsible. That's on you. But to promote the narrative that somehow, well, for you to accept such a gratuity would be indicative of uh, you saying that it was okay that your kid got killed or you
No,
absolving Travis from any responsibility. I
I
think it's
don't.
just bullshit. I
I
think that
just thought
what
it
you're
was a
doing,
just. Yeah, yeah.
right? I think what you're doing is in a case where okay, this guy is on stage, he's the headliner, whatever, right? And some shit happens, and ultimately he feels some sense of responsibility, perhaps not all responsibility, but some, right? He feels some remorse, some fucking empathy
And
for you
and
and the child.
he's human. He's going to feel
Right.
that. Right.
And
He's a young black
and
man.
on
He's going to feel that. Yeah.
and on top of that, right? Number one, he doesn't know you personally. It's not like I can call Shell and give Shell some, some fucking
Or
assistance, moral support, anything like that, right? And secondly, his most effective fucking resource is money, right? Like I got a lot of it, right? So what do you need? Like at the very least, without me being so crass as just trying to throw you some bread to shut you up or anything like that. Um, I'm just saying, man, like let me express my grief, right? And my responsibility that I hold for myself. You don't have to pay for the fucking funeral, man. Like at least we can get to some understanding that we both on the same side of the fucking this line that you drew in the sand, right?
So
And
Keita,
not only,
I'm glad you chimed in and keep you finished, and because I want to comment on where Keena coming from.
yeah, I was saying that that I was actually about to talk about not talk about it, but just mention the lawsuit. It doesn't negate any of the merits of the lawsuit that has already been filed for him to extend them any kind of gratuity. The only thing that is like a contract and shit. You have to, receive a consideration for the particular gratuity and shit, right? So if he had them signed an NDA or he was asking them to do something or to give up some kind of right or something like that, then yeah, and that would be straight bullshit because that would be bribery, right? Like your ass to get arrested for that. But for him
But
to just say, look, hey, look, we on opposite sides of shit in the court law. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You want justice for your child. And justice might not be through me, but it might have to come through me in terms of file a lawsuit through me. And then whoever the fuck else is really responsible might have to step up, right? If I include them in the lawsuit, like fucking Live Nation, right? Or the fucking security squad, or the fucking the people at the fucking venue, right? Or whoever the fuck, right? Who might have
etc.
had more culpability than the motherfucker that's standing on stage trying to fucking yell into a mic over all this loud ass fucking music, right? But in the meantime, right? In the meantime, man, let me show you, man, that I'm human too, that I'm hurting too, right? Let me share in some of this pain and alleviate some of it. At the very least, you shouldn't have to pay for your own kid's funeral. At the
It could
very
be.
least. And
It
for
could
a
be
motherfucker
quite.
to be like, nah, fuck you, I just
No,
think
no.
that's just cheesy
It,
as bullshit.
hold
Hold on.
on, right
Let's
quick.
just say
Hold
this.
on, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
In light of the lawsuit, her lawyer or their lawyer could have told him, "Nah, I don't accept nothing. We'll get it on the back end." Like
Well,
their
that's what
lawyer could have
ended up
did that.
happening. I think that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, I
That the
mean,
lawyer ended up
that's
sending back an official letter that was nasty as fuck, saying something to the extent of uh, your offer is rejected in all capital letters or some crazy shit like that, and then a long ass fucking uh, a diatribe about accountability, right? And so again, I'm saying you kind of like I would expect the attorney to respond like that because the
right. That's
attorneys they're in an advocacy fucking scenario, right? But the actual people, right, are people. You feel what I'm saying? Why? How come people just can't be people? How come Travis Scott just can't be a young black man that kind of feels half-ass fucking responsible in trying to do some shit to alleviate some of the fucking pressure, not all of it, not buy the fucking case away. But look,
Well,
man, you shouldn't have to pay for your kid's funeral. I got that.
well, you know what? They can feel the way they want to feel about it. Again, because that's just a hard conversation that deep down inside in your private time you got to have with yourself. Because again, your child shouldn't have been there that time of night for that concert. Like again, if you were gonna bring them to the daytime festival, and those who don't know or just coming in, we're talking about the kids that were 9 and 8 years old who probably shouldn't even have been there for the concert. I do understand that there were daytime festivals and stuff like that that you could have brought your kid to, but no, but again, that's the conversation that they're not going to be able to talk about for a very long time because it is accepting some type of accountability. They'd rather take the settlement than to really just accept the accountability that we probably just shouldn't have been there.
Well, I mean, somebody got to pay for it. That's how they feeling, I'm sure.
I'm not parent shaming either, but I feel like a 9 or 8 year old shouldn't have been at that concert, and not
I
with the
mean,
history
I was
of,
thinking,
not with the history of how some of the concerts have went. I mean, again, this I don't feel, and I'm not parent shaming at all, but I'm just saying that it wouldn't. Again, it's insensitive subject, but again, the same thing could have happened to Jazz Fest. Yeah, and $150 ticket does not negate Jazz Fest gonna be responsible for everything that happens there. Well, I think the most those tickets was 350. Who the fuck thought 350 was gonna give you all that security?
but see, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody go to no concert or anything. That's like going to Magic Mountain and expecting to fly off a damn roller coaster. No one goes with the intention of thinking that their child is going to get hurt. They're just going for the entertainment.
And just because plenty of kids were there or there does not mean that, again, the kids were
Man,
there, and I do understand kids being there. It was a festival. All I'm saying is like all activities in life, don't we draw the line at what we gonna bring our 8 or 9 year old to as opposed to what we not? What was the cutoff? What was the cutoff time for that parent to what time we were gonna leave?
okay, so hold on. Let me ask you this.
2:30 in the
Suppose
morning.
suppose their only exposure to the whole Travis Scott thing was the Minecraft situation. Maybe that was their first exposure to him. You know what I mean? Like it,
I'm not parent
maybe that's
shaming.
all they know about Travis Scott, so they figure this is
Conversation about
cool for kids.
accountability is not gonna happen, and it's not gonna happen probably ever. Again, you're gonna take the settlement. I ain't mad that you're gonna take the settlement, but again, at some point in your life, you got to deal with that fact.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. No one takes their child anywhere with the anticipation, especially a Travis Scott concert. It's like a Miley Cyrus. Well, nah. Well, when she was younger, a Miley Cyrus concert, them bitches went all through the night too. And motherfuckers in them motherfucker hooting and hollering at 11, 12, 9, 10 years old too. So I mean, I don't know, man.
I
I
ain't
just
never,
don't think.
you've never taken Lil Rick to a Travis Scott concert, so you can't compare the fact. I've never saw you take any concert before 20. You can't. I'm trying to play devil's advocate like that. Never.
My sister's keeper, goddamn it.
Even with the kind of music he made, you wouldn't have bought them now.
I'm not even gonna say whether I
If it
would or
was his
wouldn't, but
favorite
I tend to
artist.
go to grown people
No,
concerts, so
that
it don't
boy
be no
not.
kids around.
Okay, sorry. Let's just say this: just because someone would doesn't mean that they should. Maybe I should say it like that. Maybe that has better empathy with that. Just because you could doesn't mean that you should. Again, he kind of had some already iffy incidents that happened at some concerts. I think it was
People that
enough to at least make you think about if you
a
may
lot.
have wanted to stay for the actual concert. What again, like I said, we all live life like that. We all
The
never
average,
think what
the
could have
average,
happened or what could have happened. Even we as adults, we go blindly into situations, all the time. You
the,
know, and always be like that shit could have went. It could have went way better than what it went, but look at God. Even as adults,
the
I just
average motherfucker don't watch the news and be tripping off of the shit like with the whole him encouraging the fans to rush to stay. I'm telling you, it don't be the average motherfucker just go to have a good time,
hey
man.
Hawk, hey Brian, hey Hawk Brian.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like,
What's up, bro?
what a dude. Nobody thinks like that. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to a Travis Scott concert. All my concerts we go to be with grown people at, so there don't be no kids. So I really can't speak on that type of shit.
I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure.
I've been to
I
festivals. I've been to
Yeah, I've been
festivals
to
where there'll be
festivals,
kids at.
but there were
But I
no kids
haven't been.
there.
I can't say that
Not,
I
but
hadn't been at 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna just be real with that.
I mean, it was amusement parks for me at that age. I
well,
ain't been to a concert till I was a teenager.
what I say
Cause
is this, right? This.
Disneyland or Disney World is not a Travis Scott concert.
No, this is coming from personal experience, right? So at the Coliseum, LA Coliseum, 1977, right? Before y'all came off the porch, it had the Funk
Nigga, I
Fest,
wasn't even
first Funk
born.
Fest, Mothership Connection, you know, P Funk, Bootsy, like everybody was there. Rick James, Rick James wasn't there. He wasn't there at that one. He was there in 79. So 77. Mind you, in 1977 in Los Angeles,
The
drug of choice was angel dust.
I want
right?
opium.
So at some point, maybe about fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a cloud of fucking smoke hanging over the Coliseum. Motherfuckers is getting naked, butt naked, stuck.
So
ambulance coming.
It was the funk version of Woodstock.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's at the Coliseum. Everybody's on the football field. Ain't no fucking seats. It's seats up in the stands. They all filled up too, but everybody is on the football
It's on the field. And ain't no roof. It's the Colosseum.
At some point, right? This is funny, right? Because this is 1977. At some point, somebody said, "Here come the Crips."
Wow.
And it was a big ass stampede on the field. Like everybody was trying to get to the fucking stands to get off the field, to get out of the way of the fucking Crips.
Oh,
right? Stampede. Niggas got stampeded. I don't know if anybody died, but I was 12 years old. And that was my experience of being at like some outside a big festival like that. Now I've been to concerts in stadiums where, you know, everybody's asses are sitting down, right? If you standing up by the stage, ain't no fucking stampeding. But when you at a festival and it's some of the biggest artists, like everybody's there to see them motherfuckers, you can expect that all that little shit that's down there where standing room only is gonna be bumping, people trying to get to the fucking stage, get away from the stage. It's hot down there. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the daytime, in the middle of the summer, and some more shit. My point being exactly what Frank said early in the podcast, which was that you know, this shit been going on, man. This is not nothing that is exclusive to Travis Scott. He is just following in the footsteps, or following in the foundational plan that's been laid by rock stars for the last 60 years. Travis Scott is a rock star, period. This nigga's selling out whole stadiums, not just an arena, right? It comes along with the business.
He doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing what everybody else is doing.
What I think
nigga, they just now playing Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they do this shit all the time.
Exactly. What I think we've been doing in this podcast for the last 40 minutes is we've been playing Monday morning quarterback, right? So we see what happened, and then we start addressing all the what ifs. You know, oh yeah, it wouldn't have happened if this, or you shouldn't have brought the kid, or you know, it should have been whoop this, that, and the third, or Travis should have stopped it, you know, whatever the fuck, right? But actually, what the conversation should be is, what was the protocol?
Right.
What was the protocol, and who was in charge of it? And I just fail to see that in a stadium that big, that Travis Scott, the artist, would have been in charge of the logistics of security and moving fucking people around that motherfucking stadium, in and out to wherever. Anything that could have been anticipated should have been anticipated. So why are
not
they
as
talking
being
all
a
this shit?
headliner as well. Not as
Right.
being, because anybody smart would have advised him not to take on all that liability. So no, I don't believe it. That's why I'm saying that maybe we're just not hearing about the liability going around because he was the marquee person. But I need to know who the fuck else getting sued too, because he's
Right.
got
Yeah.
a million motherfuckers above him to make, even the person that should have stopped the concert that didn't stop the concert, which was the promoter. Even the one guy that passed out and they come to find out it was due to the prior the fire, stuff like that. There was a fire fucking marshal there. So what was
Right.
those checks done at?
It was his festival.
So it was a lot. It was a lot going on there besides what just had happened. Yes, he is the marquee. That's what we're talking about, accepting double liability because you're on the marquee artist. So basically, the one that's you're the name of the name of the concert and you're the performer.
Right.
You
It was
know,
his festival,
and
but he
guess
can't.
what? And
He
because of
can't.
that, some and I use the word unfortunate because now a lot of people who do stuff like that, that's gonna make them think twice about being that liable.
But it's not though. It's
Because
really not though. Because again, this ain't the first.
so how different is this
This ain't
beef?
gonna be the
Because
last.
they didn't do that thing in Philadelphia that made in America.
So just listen to this, right?
So if it
Like my
happened
man
there,
Mac just said, like my man Kingfish up there
would
just said,
JT have
that
said, well,
his
guess
shit
what?
happened
I
in
paid 100 other
78.
people to make executive decisions when I was in a position where I couldn't make a decision.
His
Would,
shit happened in
would we be
78.
finished?
The incident that he was a part of happened in 78. This is 2020, motherfucking one. In 2032, they gonna still be having festivals. I can pretty much guarantee it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Plus, my man Travis can't perform. He can't do the lights. He can't do security. He can't do CPR. He can't do all that shit at the same time. So I mean,
That's why
but
you
Now
have
you know,
people in
that
place.
was
Right.
kind of more of my point. So here, let's take it away from Travis Scott and let's see if we can dissect this. So uh we the Piranha Pine, right?
yes, sir.
Us, all four of us, right? And we say we blow up, right? We the biggest motherfuckers on the internet. And we say we're gonna do Piranha Pine live, right? And fucking uh 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 um Marva Faye just happens to be, plugged in with promoting shit, right? So she's gonna be the promoter, right? But we the marquee motherfuckers, right? It's our festival, right?
Mhm.
We know, and everybody else knows that at some point when we did a smaller festival live last year, we had some problems and shit. Motherfuckers tried to rush the stage, right?
Right.
So this shit happened twice before, right? Okay, and one time we got sued, right? Got sued for it. So now we're going to do what we know is going to be the biggest shit that we're going to do, right? Now, at some point, we got to address security, but none of us do security. I got a guard card, but I don't know nothing about the logistics of no big ass motherfucking security. I just know how to fucking stand over the weed plants with a pistol, right?
And I
Ain't
ain't
no money
scared,
to
nigga,
run
so
for
it's
this
like
shit, right?
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying at some point, right, we got to hire somebody that knows how to do the security, right?
Right.
Now, are we gonna go just find some random security motherfuckers and bring them into the venue? Or do we turn over security to the venue? Because we don't own the venue. We're going to do this shit at the motherfucking Astrodome.
And not only that though,
And
they've
that is
been had other motherfuckers perform here before, so they know what it takes to secure this motherfucking venue.
Exactly. So now
and not only did I
part of
have security, I had the city of Houston with 580 over police guards.
so from our point of view, from the Piranha Pines point of view, right? Um, shit, we saying, okay, well, shit, we paid Keena, who is the representative for the fucking Astrodome. We paid her 10,000 for the space. Part of that 10,000 was security, logistics, fucking fire, all kind of emergency. All y'all, that's y'all shit. Y'all deal with that. I imagine that any contingency that might happen, you guys got that covered. That's what y'all do for a living. And I gave you 10,000, right? Now, something happens. They plan fails, right? Does Joe Blow get to sue the four of us as the Piranha Pond, or does Joe Blow sue the Astrodome?
Joe Blow better to the Astrodome because nigga,
No, what I'm trying to
This is
say,
what I
we
have
man.
a
just doing
problem.
our job.
What
You know what I'm saying?
I have a problem with is that you did have that many security on hand, and from what I understand, this happened from the people that ran past security to get in the venue.
That means your security failed.
Yep, your fault. Like my insurance, nigga.
That much was said, and we covered that on the first time we did this podcast.
Nigga,
So,
nigga. I don't know nothing
well,
about this venue. I
okay,
know about
moving
that
on to
stage.
that, the people that ran up into the venue with over 580 police guards on duty to even be able to stampede, because they weren't paying customers.
You can't control a crowd
They
like that.
ran
That
up
ain't the
in there.
point. But the illusion of control is everything.
Yeah, so right. So it
Right.
exactly, Keena. They never had control of the crowd. So with
Okay.
that being said,
How is that?
why not leave? I got an 8-year-old. I got a 9-year-old. I'm seeing this shit all fucking day. Ain't nothing really going all the way right with what's going on here. Do I feel that safe to be here with my
It's
child?
it's it's all I'm saying is it ain't my fault, nigga. I came to do a job. I done did this before in other places. It turned out all right. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck am I
No,
supposed to come
no.
here?
That's problems
You
associated.
slapped your
The problem.
thing.
You back?
So the point at hand is that those were all things to consider on maybe how late you were going to stay with your 9 or 8-year-old.
But what I'm saying is if we as a pond did the same thing and somebody brought their 9 or 8 year old there because we do what we do, you wouldn't anticipate them being there either. But people, man, that's what they do. Whatever the fuck they want. Why? Because they people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that. They coming to enjoy themselves, have a laugh. We may have cool other performers in the festival that they come to see. Like, you know what I mean? You don't
You
go
know,
nowhere anticipating the worst shit in the world to happen.
I do feel like
Kids
that.
with you or not.
That I do feel like what I'm gonna say this for the last time. If you don't like it, log off. With all that was going on with that, then no, they shouldn't have been there. Their time. If you want to bring them to the daytime festival, that's fine. I get that that was your child's favorite artist, but I don't see you bringing Lil Rick there. Point blank.
Well, she said if he would have, if Lil Rick
Shit.
wanted to go, he was in that bitch.
He was in that
Lil
bitch
Rick
though.
was in that
And 9 years old.
bitch. Trust and believe.
He
He was
would.
in
I
that
mean, she said
motherfucker.
that, but I've never
My
witnessed that
nigga
in
was
my life.
so not getting trampled. Because
I've
Lil
never,
Rick ass would have
I've
been
never
way
witnessed
back in the back.
that happen. Chase wanted to go. It was sold out. She was 13. 13 is not 8 and 9. What part of that are you missing?
Kids are built different these days.
13 is not 8 or 9. Yes, when I was 13, 14, yes, that's when I went to the concert, the Salt and Pepper concert that didn't happen in Lake Charles.
Plus at 13, you can low key fight your way out that bitch.
But
Kinda. Well, I know a nigga.
we're talking about the 8 or 9-year-olds. I'm not talking about any other older kid. I'm talking about the unfortunate incidents that happened to these kids that were these kids weak. Yeah, you fucking right about that. The parents fucking weak
Not
too.
mine, nigga. My kid's a champion. Fuck that.
The
You know
parents
what I'm saying?
trying to be cool with the kids and letting them go. I'm gonna bring you because you're not gonna stop asking me about it instead of being like you're too young to go to that shit. How many things that we didn't go to because I could name them. I didn't go to a lot of stuff because I was too young when I was too young.
Man, my son's a
I'm
champion and
trying to
my
be
3
their
daughters
friend.
are
Keena, as a matter of fact, I need you to tell Maddie and Chase that,
8 or 9 years old. Even if I was a Juvenile fan, I doubt if Mama was gonna bring me to a Juvenile concert. If we need to put it in layman's terms.
I need you to tell them that I subscribe to their YouTube channel and they need to start back
They
making
need to
videos.
start that shit back
What?
up.
What is it? I didn't even know nothing about it. I want to subscribe, man. I'm all for. What is?
I'll send you.
Send me a link,
a
bro.
long time.
I
They
got
was
I want to
so
subscribe.
they was so little then, but they did. They
Yeah, they
had a
was.
YouTube channel. They still actually have it. It's just not really active.
Consistency is the
But
key. Tell them to rush that TikTok too.
so funny.
Indeed.
And let me tell you how old it is. It's so old. We were still living in Broussard. We was. It was that. It was.
It don't
old.
matter, baby. We're in
But
the age of information.
They
You know
should
what
start
I'm
it back up again. And killing part about it is at the time, Lil Ricky gave no fucks then either. Because there was one where he was doing totally what the fuck he wanted to do. And guess what? He's still doing that shit now. That shit would go hard with them and still him doing what the fuck he want to do now. It really would be. But yes,
Yeah.
I looked at that the other day and I was just like,
I got a TikTok account. I'm finna just get Trey Knowles phone and be like, here, do some TikTok shit. Let them have a TikTok space because I don't even use it.
yeah, that would be that would be
Fuck around
you
and
know.
blow your TikTok up.
Hey, that's cool. That's what they're supposed to do, I guess.
I'm tired of seeing grown ass men dancing on TikTok.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
I can never get tired of seeing grown ass women dance on
I'm
TikTok,
tired of
though.
seeing grown ass men singing on TikTok, professing
My
they
TikTok-
fucking love. Pick up the phone and call me and tell me you love me. Though you ain't gotta do this TikTok to Luther
My TikTok look exactly like what you looking at right now.
A bunch of podcasts?
Bunch of fucking podcasts.
Dude,
clips.
I can tell you this. I could never get tired of watching a grown ass woman dance on TikTok. How about that?
Hey,
That's a little
I'm gonna go
different.
with that.
Yeah.
Go with that.
There is a difference between Venus and Mars. Women can get away. I hate to say that, but women can still get away with a lot of stuff that men just.
Yes, sir. Yes, you guys can.
Hard when they-
Indeed.
When
I
they
agree.
look at the camera singing Luther, anyone who had a heart. No, nigga, no.
But I feel, it's getting corny as shit. I feel that. Because, I'm not a man for corny, so I feel that
I think the
wholeheartedly.
space is growing though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like how Vines was.
Right,
it
exactly. That's
started
exactly
off
what it
with
is, though.
Little funny shit. And,
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Everybody
That
can
shit-
find their lane on Twitter. I mean, on hell was
Vines,
you
shit,
talking about?
Vines kind of that shit kind of melded into what
TikTok.
we on right now. Well, nah, 'cause TikTok came later, but Vines
more TikTok. I mean, I'm saying Vine and TikTok got the same line, except Vine was 4 minutes and TikTok is like a minute. Same shit though.
TikTok, you get 3
TikTok
minutes.
is 3 minutes.
Oh, 3. Oh, okay. Well, it's the same shit. Either way, go.
YouTube Shorts, you only get a minute. But everybody is kind of trying to be in the same space. But what I was saying is those 4-minute Vines, you had a lot of little dancing shit or whatever, little motherfuckers, but it was the skits. It was the skits that kind of blew. And then motherfuckers took those skits from 4 minutes and started making them longer. So like Big Jai and motherfuckers like that. And they kind of came into the space.
The fold of Vine opened up YouTube in terms of the skits because the 4 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I just said.
Yeah. I'm saying I just had to bring up YouTube because that's basically the main space that everybody like propelled into after Vine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, that the Vine space kind of birthed this whole YouTube space.
Right. Oh yeah, you did say that at the beginning of the whole setup.
It's hilarious.
It's all right. It's the whiskey, homie.
Look.
Don't be acting like that with me.
It's all good. Well, look, we have 53 minutes. Anybody 54? Anybody got any last minute church announcements?
No,
Kena says she about to move into the influencer space. You need to come on.
She said, "Who the fuck you about to influence? Come hang out in the pond, guys. We've been trying to wait for my sister's keeper. Wait, hold on. We've been waiting for my sister's keeper for a minute. Now I'll be the first to say my fin talks in the pond. My fin talk from the pond didn't pan out, but I'm pretty sure my sister's keeper's gonna be hot. So y'all need to quit playing and get that done, son.
That part about it, I'm gonna have to stand behind her with this dumb shit.
Yeah, you do. That's your sister. That's your sister's keeper. I mean, you your sister's keeper.
Good or bad,
y'all like SMB. You know what I'm saying? wait, no. It's CMS. Cash Money Sisters. Yeah, there you go.
Well, get a fucking square and share the pages and talk.
Y'all go get your own square in the pond, man.
A fucking influencer.
I know you got shit to say. Crowd controller's on her shit. Y'all need to go ahead and run my sister's keeper, man. We got all y'all gotta do is just let it the time slot, run it.
Got your back.
Right. Time slot and run that shit.
All y'all gotta do is show up. All y'all gotta do is show up. I do all the hard work.
Quit playing with us.
Show up and talk your shit.
And then I can get my mama off the pond and send her to y'all shit.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
I love my mom. I'm just joking, y'all.
Look, Yogi come in the pond and Frank don't say shit.
That's my mama. What am I supposed to say? I still get whooping, nigga, at 43. So, I mean, it's like, nigga, I don't like whooping. Fuck, you know? Whoopings ain't cool, but I mean, what you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? That's my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm always here. I ain't going nowhere.
This is where we at. You know what I'm saying?
He said I ain't going nowhere.
Gotta get in the Claire down here too.
Oh, Nick, if you watch
me, that's not right.
Girl tonight, we miss you on there. Mama Dale, get me back.
I was joking, Ma. I love my mama in the pond. That's why, you know, I'm funny. I'm the funny one. You can't take 50 and I say literally. No, I love my mama. But I mean, you know, she's my mama. I love her. I still get whoopings, y'all.
She is something to love. Most of that.
You know what I'm saying? I still get whoopings, y'all. So I'm just gonna be quiet. Christmas is coming up. I gotta see her soon. Y'all better leave me alone. I ain't gonna give me no whoopings. Y'all playing.
He said Christmas coming up. I gotta see her soon.
Yeah, y'all ain't finna get me no whoopings,
man.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, seems like we come to the end of another good one. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Piranha Pond Streamcast live at 5/7 Central. Shout out to my boy Nick Nass. Holler at me, bro.
Say as soon as your motherfucking wifey get right.
Right. His wifey wasn't cool. Nah. So he didn't jump in the comments.
He couldn't get in.
Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. Like, share, subscribe. If you joined us on the Facebook side of the game, jump over to the YouTube side of the game, give us a sub over there. If you looking at us on a rebroadcast or replay, comment. Shows up in real time. We always like that. Funny as shit.
Holler back. Hey, remind them about right here. Excuse me, bro. Remind them about the Discord. Let's get the Discord popping.
We do have the Discord popping.
Yes, sir.
I will put the link up in the description up here. Put the link for Discord up in there. We got a Twitch as well.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do some stuff.
What else? If you're on the Facebook side of the game, jump in the Piranha Pond page. Leave a comment. Start a conversation. You guys don't need us. This is about you guys. What was I going to say? Oh, I was saying about leaving a comment in real time on the replay. Funniest thing. I got to put this out here. I don't care who's mad. Talk to my homie. He says to me, yeah, man. Well, actually, he watches on YouTube and catches the replays, right? Catches the older videos, and he does exactly what I says. He comments in real time, except that sometimes he comments and he says that you guys are responding to his comment. He can tell by the way that you guys look right after he makes a comment. You guys are responding directly to him. So I want to say shout out to my motherfuckers that's living in virtual time.
You know what I'm saying? Bam, nigga, y'all get one too. You know what I'm saying? Bang out. You know what I'm saying? All the piranhas out there. Good looking out.
Yeah, love you, piranhas, man. You guys are the bomb.
Yes, sir.
Once again, we have been Piranha Pond Streamcast live at 5/7 Central. And now, y'all know what it is. We are